Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Movie Chats with Rai and Ant. Today, we're talking about Cuckoo, 2024 film by Tilman Singer. Saying that correctly because he's German and starring Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. So I watched this movie maybe like 2 or 3 days ago now, and I think I'm still trying to process it. I don't know, I don't know about you, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah, it was. I think it definitely had a good three-act premise where it was the first two acts really built up that tension and what is going on here. And then that third act where it was very action-packed and a little bit exposition overload, I found to the
Y- Yeah.
uh, where it was just this is this is what it is, this is why it is, and this is what we're doing about it. It just
Yeah, yeah, you're right. The To be honest, something that bothered me a little bit is that it's weird from the get-go. Like it dodged like straight away. Even before they get to the resort or whatever place that is in the German Alps, even when they are in the car, it's already weird. Everybody's a bit weird. And then they get to the resort and it's just weird. It felt weird for the sake of being weird.
Yeah, so you've obviously got the strained family dynamics. So uh, Gretchen is obviously it's very clear from the get-go that her mother has passed away, and she's obviously gone to live with her father, who I'm guessing she never really had much of a relationship with. He's remarried, he's got a new kid, and then Gretchen's 17 and just been dumped into this kind of family dynamic that she's not used to. She's very, uh, I don't know, I guess alone in her family.
Yeah.
She's alone when she's around other people, and so
And she's moving across the world as well. So that's definitely not easy. Weirdly enough, I mean, even if it's a horror movie, I thought there was some depiction of grief in the character of Gretchen that were very, very good and very touching.
yeah,
So that I
absolutely.
really liked. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
Hunter
with the
Schafer did.
acting. Yeah,
Yeah,
good, right?
she
Yeah.
did such a good job in this film.
Mm,
Obviously, she's the star of Euphoria. Um, she's a trans woman as well, but that's not part of her character either. Her character is obviously it was written as a biological woman because there's scenes in the film
right.
which the the mother, who is the creature, is obviously trying to impregnate Gretchen at one stage, and had Gretchen been a trans woman, that's not able to be done. So I think the
Right.
fact that we've got a trans woman who's playing a biological woman is just such a good step in the right direction for
It is.
wokeness.
And you know what?
If
I've
that, if,
never watched Euphoria, and this is the first thing I've seen her in.
yeah,
It
same.
actually didn't even cross my mind that she was transgender.
Right, yeah,
So
because yeah,
cool.
she does. I think she does a very, very good job of it. So, well,
Yeah.
good. I wish her all the best of luck in getting future roles in roles like this, or biological female
Others.
roles. So, yeah,
Just very
absolutely.
good. Very good, very believable. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Um, Go for
sorry,
it.
you go.
No, you go for it.
I'm just gonna tell you one scene that I absolutely loved, and I've read up on how they've done it as well. That bike chase scene when
Mm.
Gretchen is
Oh
riding the
yeah.
bike at night and she's looking down at the shadows
Yes.
and she's seeing the hand getting close towards her. Apparently the technicality of getting that shot done was just they had to have the right time of night. They had to have the right uh, luminescence of the lights above. It was just very well done, and they actually had a woman chasing Hunter Schafer on the bike as Hunter Schafer was riding the bike as well. It just such an eerie shot. It was really well
It
done.
was very good, and it's not the only one. I have to say, the direction of the movie is very good. The framing, the way the shots are thought out, you can see there is some real skill into making it very eerie, putting in the center what you want the viewer to focus on, and the rest is in the background, but then maybe it's going to become a bit more important afterwards. The way when it's pulsating, when there is the screeching as well, is so well
I love
done. It's a
I love that.
very, very beautiful movie.
Yeah, and just how that would, yeah, when when I'm trying to think of either the right words to use or a similar type of movie that it's done where, it's pulsating on the sides and the characters in focus.
I would
Is there
tell
something that,
you Requiem for a Dream. Do you know when they got arrested and they are going through withdrawal, and Jared Leto is in the prison and he's screaming because also his arm is infected, and then everything is like vibrating when he screams, but his face is still in focus. That gives me that feeling, and that was a
okay,
very, very good
go.
shot as well.
I think I know what it is now. It's Fight Club. There's
Mm,
times in Fight
as
Club
well.
that happens. Yep. Because I embarrassingly I haven't seen Requiem for a Dream. It
All
is
right, well,
on
shame
my.
on you.
I know, right? Um, but yeah, that was, and then like the time jumps as well. So that was where it's when the screeching's happening and they're going back in time for 2 or 3 seconds. And
That I don't know. I didn't think it was well explained why this is happening. And I thought that was
yeah,
weird.
that part wasn't explained. I think I've read a few comments on a few th places where because it was so that exposition dump in the third act,
Mm.
had they not actually explained it, could it have made it a better film? Not knowing what the cause is, what is the mother, why why is she going after all these people? It's just it,
Yeah, maybe would have made it a
there's
bit more. Yeah,
because not knowing versus knowing and having the answer to the question of and knowing the answer or why it's all happening is okay. I probably actually would have preferred not leaving it not knowing the answer because you don't know
yeah,
you don't know why the time jump. You don't know is Beth going to be okay because the last time you see
yeah,
Beth, she's going into a bit of a panic state. Um, why did Koenig, Dan Stevens, kill the doctor and the nurse at the end? Wouldn't that have been an action that Henry would have taken? Henry was trying to stop all of this.
yeah,
Why did Koenig kill them?
yeah. And at some point, Connie um walks in the room where Alma is, and he's got a shotgun, but he doesn't kill her, even though he threatens to do it. But
Well,
then he
well,
walks out of the room, which is weird.
he's trying to keep her going because he's trying
He's
to
trying to keep this pieces like going, but it was strange. And why is Gretchen stabbing Henry as well? That's a bit of an extreme move, even though she wants to protect her sister.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. That's I yeah.
because Henry's obviously changed gears halfway through because he wants
Mm,
to end the uh what do you call it the experiment, and
yeah,
Alma
like
is part of the experiment. So there's a few inconsistencies in the screenplay where it could have been tightened up a little bit.
this is my main issue with the movie. I think the story and the way it unfolds doesn't really hold. As I was saying, I think it starts a bit too aggressively weird. If I think it would have been more impactful if you had this grief-stricken teenager moving with a parent or, well, a father and stepmother across the world and settling in German Alps, and then slowly, little by little, she uncovers that where she is a bit strange, and but that you can connect with those people rather than, okay, you're weird and you're weird and you're weird and everything here is super weird. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy that. And also,
Yeah,
as you were saying, the explanation, the reveal is, I don't know, weird. It doesn't really have any impact. It feels almost like they thought of the title first and the play on words with the word cuckoo, that it means crazy, but also that the cuckoo bird is using other birds' nests to, like, look after its youngling and its eggs. And then they built a screenplay around it. That's really how it feels.
yeah. And there's no aside for the fact that Gretchen obviously meets up again with Ed and escapes with Alma. Like, where are they going? What are they going to do next? Where are the parents? Are they just leaving? Are they just,
Yeah.
there's just, it just, that ending felt a bit too anticlimactic and
Mm,
it didn't work in the whole grand scheme of things. If they're going to just go off on their own, you need to do something with the parents as well because the parents are still there in the grand scheme of things. You maybe get rid of the parents as well. Maybe the parents needed to get killed off as well because that would
yeah.
at least make more sense for, all right, now there's only three of them, but you've still got the parents kind of in limbo somewhere.
Yeah.
Are they just going to be okay with, like, especially considering how helicopter parenting they were towards Alma? Like, she
Mm,
has a little bit of a cough and they're all over her. Yeah,
yeah.
I just, a few more things that just didn't sit well with me in the grand scheme of things. I think it just could
Hmm.
have been the screenplay could have been just a bit tighter and it would
Yeah,
have made a better film.
definitely.
Is there anything else you would like to bring up on this one today?
No, I think that was it. I think we should, or unless you have everything to bring,
No, I think I've it's a very short and sweet one today.
it's a very short and sweet one, but I think that's it.
All
Let's go
right.
into the scoring.
All right, no worries. This was your pick, so let's let yourself go first today.
Yeah, I give it 2.5 out of 5. Uh, there is some figments of brilliance in there, especially the direction and the acting, but the screenplay is too weak. With a better screenplay, that would have made a much better movie. But I have to say that it is haunting because it gave me some very weird dreams after I watched it.
I we obviously spoke throughout the week about this one. I didn't get those nightmares. I'm sorry. Like you, I'm going to give it a 2.5 as well. There were obviously definitely big ups with it. Some of the direction, especially Hunter Schafer did a really good job. I think that
Yeah,
she's got a good career ahead of her. Um, yeah, just the narrative and the screenplay let it down, unfortunately. That's and then just too many inconsistencies, too many unanswered questions. It just could have
yeah,
just there's so much more it could have been.
nice. Good stuff. Well, I think
All
that
right,
concludes
everybody.
it.
Yeah. Please let us know what you thought of this one in the comments. Did you agree, disagree? Please let us know what you thought. And as always, please like, leave a comment, or share. It helps with the algorithm.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.